Welcome to BrideLive. So at this point, you guys have gotten all your account information, and it's time to set up your first meeting. So you want to go to BrideLive.com, and you want to start by hitting the host login. Once you hit the host login and you get to the front page here, information, your username, and your password. Click Submit. Now, the first time you go to a meeting, you're going to want to install the Show My Desktop, which is once again just a host installation. So you want to click the options on the top left, go to the utilities, and all of these are add-ons that you can add into your BrideLive account. The one that you want to start with is the Show My Desktop. And once the Show My Desktop comes up, you click Run, and Run again. Once you've installed the Show My Desktop, you can hit OK, refresh your page, and it's time to get going. So we're going to start by creating a meeting. First thing, pick a meeting name. If you get a red X on the side, that means that that name is taken. We suggest that you use your company name first, so upon searching, it'll be easier for your clients. The next step is the meeting template. The meeting template will set up all of your settings that you need. We're going to do default for our test. You want to make sure that you have enough attendees. Now, this is going to go by your account. If you have our basic account, the most you're going to have is 4. If you have the Pro 8, you can have 8 people in one meeting. For this meeting, we're just going to set it for 6. We're all ready to go. Hit OK. Now, this is your first email invite, and this is the one that you can test by just putting in the email address of who you would like to send it to. Once you put in the email address, you can send this as a calendar event if you would like. And going down, you can edit the email template if you would like. It is very important that you start from top to bottom, because if you edit the email template and then go to put the email address in, when you click back down, it's going to go back to the original. Hit send. At this point, the screen is going to come up. Make sure that whatever name that you have in your name, this is what's going to appear in your meeting. Hit OK, and you're all set and ready to go. Once you're brought into the meeting, there's a few things that we want to look at and adjust to make sure that they're good to go. So the very first thing that I want to show you is how to adjust the bandwidth settings for you and your client. This is a very important trick, because if you are in with someone and you're seeing a bad lag, you want to go with the Wi-Fi or the low. Our standard is set up so that if both of you are plugged in, it's going to be the perfect setting. Low, it's not going to look as good, but your audio is not going to be an issue. And Wi-Fi, it's going to look pretty good, but as you can see, it's a little bit choppy. So for our demonstration, we're going to stick with standard. Now, once you're here, you want to test your Show My Desktop by clicking the first icon. Entire screen, you want that default. And then if you want to have your picture in there, just drop down the main video panel, put your name in there, and hit start. Once you see the Show My Desktop currently in progress, you know you're good to go. At this point, you can minimize the screen, and anything that's on your desktop, your clients are going to see on the other side. Now, to stop the Show My Desktop and go back to your meeting, right underneath your picture here, right on top of the microphone, is the Show My Desktop controls. Just hit the stop, and just like that, you're right back in. Now, if you wanted to do any file sharing, just click the file sharing button here, select a file, and once you've selected the file, you can upload it. What's important to know is that if your clients have this permission, on the other side, their icon will glow orange, letting them know that there's a document waiting for them. Next, we're going to do the web video player. Paste it in, and it will actually say this video will open with the YouTube player. Hit load, and just like that, your YouTube player is up. Once you have this up, you can pause it, you can change the size of it, you can go full screen, You can also change the volume on your side as well as the guest side. You can fast forward. And all of this, you can move it out of the way to watch your client's reaction to the video as it's taking place. When we get to our whiteboard, this is where a lot of the fun can happen. This is where the shapes are if you want to create your floor plan. Very simply, you can just put in a couple shapes. What I like to do is grab the cursor then. Once I have a couple of these shapes, I'll put 3 out there. I'll click my cursor. I'll grab all 3, right click, copy shape, and paste the shape. Now once I've done that, I don't have to copy anymore. I can just paste. Just to give myself a few tables to work with. Now once I've got them out, I click out of it, and each individual table can be changed and moved around. This is a nice, fast way to create a floor plan. Now, if you already have a floor plan in place or something on your desktop that you like to use, go into the options, set background, and add a file. Once you add a file, your pictures will pop up on the screen for you to select. In this case, we're just going to select this floor plan here. Once the upload is complete, double-click on that picture, and that is now your background. Now you can use our shapes with their shapes to create the perfect floor plan. If you're using a black and white floor plan, what I like to do is I like to hit my square on the right-hand side, and I'm just going to make a big square over the tables that are already there, and I'm going to go to the fill. We'll make it white. I'm going to make the line white, and now I have something to work with. Now the way that our program works is once you put a shape down, everything on top of it, in order, it goes on top. So now if I want to put a table over that white spot, I can easily do that because I put the one down before it. Now once you close this, it's not gone. You can always just bring it back up by clicking the whiteboard, and boom, it's right there in front of you again. But it's totally interactive between you and your client, so make sure that you have a little bit of fun with them. Now recording function for you guys that have the recording function is this nice little circle here. Very simply, just hit the record button to start your recording. And when you're done, hit it again. You're going to see right in this public chat as the host, you're going to get new recording available online. All you need to do is you can watch the recording now if you'd like to for you, or copy the URL to the clipboard. Now the clipboard automatically puts it in your copy, so if you wanted to send it to somebody, you just basically go into the spot here. You can right click and paste, or Control and V. Control V on the Windows keyboards is a shortcut for paste. Now we're going to take this URL. We're going to copy it. We're going to go into a new tab. I'm going to show you how the recorder works and how you can play it back. Now these are going to stay on the file for 30 days, but you can download them anytime. Once this screen appears, hit the play button.
Simply just hit the record button to start your recording.
And there it is. There's your recording.
Hit the record button to start your. Simply just hit the record.
Now you can use this recording to go through demos with any clients or your final meeting with the client. Record it, and you can give them the URL for their records as well. Now, one of the things that makes BrideLive very unique is that once you're inside of a meeting, you don't have to get out to invite somebody else in. You just hit the email invitation from within the program itself, and if you'd like to invite somebody else in, just simply put in their email address. If you would like to add multiple people, just separate them with a comma. When you click down after putting them in, you will see that under the invite list is those 2 email addresses, just to make sure that they went in there. Once again, you can always send as a calendar event, but make sure that the time is what you want the time to be, and hit send. You'll know that it's been sent correctly when the alert comes up, email invitation sent correctly. Now, if you don't like the way that your pictures look, or if you want it to be docked to the side, you can always hit your little we'll call it the safety pin here, the undock from the window, to go on the side if you don't like looking at yourself. Or you can always change the appearance by just clicking on the video layout, and you can go from tile to horizontal to fit, or even picture-in-picture. In picture-in-picture, you can decide which is going to be the center video. If we had multiple people in here, I could choose who's going to be the big video and who's going to be the small video. If you're ever wondering how to change your camera from within, you just hit the little gears button here, bring up your audio settings. If you're using multiple cameras, you can just change the camera to anyone that you would like. And also the same thing with your mic settings. Change it to the microphone that you're using. Now, we highly recommend that you do use earbuds or an earpiece. This one that I'm using right here is a Jabra. This has a USB connection. I can use it for my cell phone or for the computer. It's about $40 on Amazon. I think new, you can find them anywhere from about $40 up to $80. We've had pretty good results with it, but there's a lot of things out there that you can use. And trust me. If you're having problems with audio, get yourself some earbuds and an earpiece, earbuds, so that your clients don't have to worry about anything. They can just come on using the voice over IP. But everyone that's going to be using earbuds is going to take down on the bandwidth, and bandwidth is always going to be our enemy with a web-based product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hey, happy booking.